Hey guys, what's going on? Hayden here. Nintendo Switch rumors have been coming out like crazy lately, but it seems like we've got to change of pace. It seems like we actually have a full-blown leak this time. So if you don't want any potential spoilers, click off the video now. Otherwise, let's get into this. So if you guys don't know, Hori, the company Hori, is very famous in the community, the gaming community, and have been for quite a while now. They're responsible for lots of like gaming accessories, like controllers, chargers, cases for your gaming for your handhelds and whatnot. So they've been around for a while. Most recently, a famous example is the Pokken Tournament controller, the special arcade controller that you can get for the Wii U. They made that. So just an example, but they've made a ton of stuff. So we've got an article here, and this has actually been backed up. These images have come out, and these have actually been backed up by Laura Kate Dale. So if you guys don't know, Laura Kate Dale, great track record, you know the spiel. So anyways, tons of Hori Switch accessories leaked, and there's a few things that we can kind of infer from these. Now, I've already taken a look at most of these, but many accessories have already been in the... Here, I'll zoom in for you guys. So come on. There. Many accessories have already been announced for Switch. Strangely though, we haven't heard haven't heard much of anything from Hori. However, Twitter user DroidXAce appears to have gotten his hands on some materials showing that the company has plenty of items lined up for the Switch. You can see the full lineup below. Accessories range from Zelda Breath of the Wild themed skin sets and accessory packs to a fight stick and chargers. They're not confirmed just yet, but I can't imagine that someone will go through the trouble of faking all of these images. And there's a lot. So um, let's open up. Let's open this up. I gotta zoom out. Jeez. But yeah. So as you guys can see here, there is a Zelda Breath of the Wild skin for the Switch, and it is said to release in March 2017. Now, why is that important? Because why would they launch the Switch with a Breath of the Wild skin without Breath of the Wild at launch? Again, none of this is confirmed, but this seems to kind of point that Breath of the Wild is going to be a launch title, and that's what we've been kind of hearing from rumors lately. And I would like to point out that all of these documents have an official license by Nintendo. I know that's something that can be faked, just slapping that sign on there, like in Photoshop, but Laura Kate Dale is backing this up, so anyway, let's get into the next thing here. So, um, I'm not gonna try and spend too much time on all of these, but an interesting thing about these two is that these are in French. Some of these documents here are in French, which of course is something that you would need to do if you were localizing this for Europe. At least if you were localizing this Breath of the Wild stuff for a March release. Uh, that might be a little confusing. Basically, the whole story is right now, Breath of the Wild, according to rumors, is supposed to be a launch title in North America, but not in Europe. There seems to be some confusion among that. If this is releasing in March and they've got it localized for, a French audience, that would suggest that Europe is getting it in March if they're planning to release this stuff in March. You know what I'm saying? So, Breath of the Wild, I didn't think it would ever be like if they were gonna launch it in North America, it would have to be a launch title everywhere. That would really screw with the sales, I think, especially because it seems like the Switch might not actually be region locked, like the Wii U was. So anyway, let's move on. So we've got Joy-Con charger. So we haven't seen that yet. So it looks like you can charge the Joy-Cons separately. Um, I guess that's kind of cool. What do we got next? Just gonna go through all these and briefly kind of talk about them. So it looks like these are different buttons, different attachments that you can put onto the Joy-Cons. Maybe replacement buttons in case your buttons get sticky. I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing, but interesting. My French is a little. If you guys can, I'll leave a link to this in the description if you want to read it. My French is not nearly as good as it used to be. I haven't taken French in like 6 years. Um, so we've got a play stand. So this is really cool. So this is something that you can put um, your screen controller or whatever in, and you can kind of like look down on it as if it was like an iPad stand or whatever. So I don't know. I don't really know what that would be good for. I guess if you want to watch like Netflix or something on it, but it's cool nonetheless. Um, yeah. So what do we got next? There's a lot of these too, like which kind of um kind of supports the fact like why would you make this much stuff if it's going to be fake? So it looks like you got a screen protector here, nothing special. I never really messed with screen protectors. Um, it looks like this is like a carrying case for Breath of the Wild, or for the Switch rather. So this one's kind of interesting because let's open it up. So it looks like this is a LAN adapter. So what this means probably is that there's not going to be a hard Ethernet cable installed into the Switch. It looks like if you do want that hardwired connection, you are going to have to buy a LAN adapter. Either that, or you're going to have to deal with wireless internet, which hopefully they get the online in all of their games running smoothly. Because Smash Brothers can still be a little janky when you're online, but Splatoon and Mario Kart 8 those run perfectly. But there's still some improvement that could be done. So it looks like they're still offering that hardwire adapter, so that's good at least if they're not going to install a landline, I guess, into the or not a landline, a hard connection, a hard Ethernet connection. So what do we got next? So yeah, we have a car charger. So this seems to make a lot of sense because in the Switch reveal trailer we saw the people playing in the car, and of course we don't want to be running out of battery power for a long car ride. So a car charger definitely makes sense. Jesus Christmas, there's a lot of these. So it looks like this is it reminds me of like the Sega Saturn controller, or whatever that really weird one was with the 6 buttons. But this is a real Pro controller, based on what it's saying here. I have no idea what you would even use this for. Like, I have no idea, but it's kind of cool that this even exists. Now we don't know if all of this is going to be launch stuff. Some of it definitely will be, especially that Zelda stuff. Like that's got to be launched. Some of this other stuff, it looks like it'll be coming eventually, but this seems to all be stuff coming to the Switch. This is a protective case, nothing special there. Um, and this is just the back of it. You can just it looks like it just clips right on, so pretty easy to use. Now this one's kind of interesting too because this seems to be um, a Hori pad, like a used for, I guess, fighting games. It says um, perfect for serious games, and what that probably means is games that require very strict and very precise inputs and no input lag and whatnot. So what that tells me is this is going to be compatible with a fighting game coming to the Switch probably pretty soon on. Now, the most obvious one is probably a Pokken Tournament port. Of course, we're not getting the DLC on the Wii U version that the cabinet version is, which leads me to believe that the Switch is getting a port. And if they're including this controller, it just seems to make a lot of sense. When you're playing a fighting game, you want those really reliable inputs. So this totally makes sense to me. Um, we could also be getting, I don't know, maybe we'll be getting a Street Fighter V port. Who knows? But Pokken seems to be the one that's the most obvious. So this looks like a little Ziploc baggie for your Joy-Con controllers. So that's really cool, and it's got the Zelda Breath of the Wild branding on it. Um, yeah, nice, very nice. What do we got here? I think it's another one of those. Ugh, I wish I could read French, but again, the fact that this is French like really drives home the fact that this has got to be stuff like of course the European market's getting it, but if this is coming out now and they're going to be showing this off during the Switch presentation, that would have to mean that like all of this is going to be available at the same time as America. So let's see what do we got here now. That's the screen protector again. It looks like we're almost done. Uh, Sorry, I'm going through this really slowly. I know. Um, Again, looks like another page for the the Joy-Con holders. We've got an actual color picture here. So that's really cool. This is a Breath of the Wild, a protective case that you can get for it. And my God, that actually looks really cool. I might actually, when I get a Switch, that might actually be the case I use. Because if I am going to be bringing this with me, which I don't know, I am going to probably play this more at home. If that is going to be the case if I am going to bring it with me, that's the case that I want to have. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. going to do it this way because it's better. So that's, again, just a full picture of the, I guess, Joy-Con holder. And we only got two more here. Yeah, it's the screen protector. I think this is just another screen protector. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of all this? Do you think it's... Oh, wait, is there more? Oh, no, that's it. So, yeah, what do you guys think of this? There's just some pictures here of the stand and the charger and the Hori pad, but this is really cool. Um, this really reminds me of the Wii, how there was just so many different accessories that you could have. And if Nintendo is this confident in the console, I'm pretty excited for it. Now, having this much, this many accessories could draw some confusion, which was a big problem with the Wii U. There was a lot of messaging confusion there. But I don't know. I think Nintendo's got their head in the right place, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. There's only 2 more days until this Switch event, guys. Get hyped, get excited. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for lots on the Nintendo Switch and other Nintendo goodness. Alright, peace out, guys. Bye.